Hi everyone. Today I want to explain 7th class mathematics. 7th class mathematics I am going to explain. In that 7th class mathematics, second chapter 2, that is fractions and decimals. Fractions and decimals. This topic today I am going to explain. About this topic you learnt already in 6th class. Fractions and decimals. In 6th class what you learnt? You learnt definition of fractions and types of fractions and addition of fractions, subtraction of fractions, multiplication of fractions, division of fractions, as well as about decimals also you learnt in 6th class. Addition of decimals, subtraction of decimals already you learnt. But what we are going to learn in 7th class? I mean, what are the topics in 7th class fractions and decimals chapter? Before going to learn this topic, better to learn the content of items. I mean, what are there? What topics are there in our chapter? So, in this chapter, content of items are multiplication and division of fractions in word problems. Read again. Multiplication and division of fractions in word problems. Here, Chandu, a boy is there in class 7th. His mother prepared 15 chapatis and she served 3 by 5 of chapatis to Chandu's father and 2 by 5 of chapatis prepared to Chandu. And what are the remaining chapatis? What are the remaining chapatis? So this type of problems are word problems. How to do? Okay, so we are going to learn about these problems in this chapter. Again, multiplication of decimals. Multiplication of decimals. It means in 6th class you learnt addition and subtraction of decimals. Here multiplication of decimals as well as division of decimals. So about these topics we are going to learn in this class 7th. Okay, before going to explain the topic, I will explain what we learnt in 6th class briefly. Briefly I will explain what are the fractions and how to add fractions, how to subtract fractions, how to multiply and how to division, how to divide fraction by fraction. So I will explain briefly. Okay, so fraction definition is there. What is the fraction? Fraction is a part of a whole. Fraction is a part of a whole. How can we understand? This is a paper. I am thinking it is a whole paper. Whole means one complete paper, one full of paper. So in this paper, see, I am dividing, I am tearing the paper. Shall we say these two parts are equal? Shall we say these two parts are equal? We cannot say these two parts are equal. It is a part, it is also part. But it is not a full of paper. It is also not a full of paper. Why? Because these two we teared. So it is not full of paper. It is also not full of paper. It is a part. It is also part. Can we say both are equal? We cannot say. Equal means what? Equally we have to divide. Okay. So it is the part of a whole paper. This piece of paper is part of a whole paper. So fraction is a part of a whole. Whole means one full of paper or one full of cake. See, here I am taking a cake. This is the cake. I am divided into 6 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I am divided into 6 parts. Now, one part I am giving to others. One part I am giving to others. Only one part means one piece of cake I am giving to others. So how can I write in a fraction form? How can I write a fraction form? Here total number of parts, how many are there? How many pieces? Into how many pieces I am dividing this cake? Totally 6 pieces. From that 6 pieces, I am giving one piece only to others. So I can write it as a 1 by 6. So I can write this as a fraction form like 1 by 6. Why? Because only one piece I gave to others. Okay, totally 6 parts are there. So here 1 is called a numerator. 1 is called a numerator, 6 is called a denominator. You understand this one? These two terms also. Numerator and denominator. So in fraction, whatever the value above the line, this line we are calling as a vinculum. You maybe know about this word, a vinculum. Vinculum means a line which is horizontal, a line which is horizontal. So in fraction form, while writing fraction, we are using this horizontal line. It is called a vinculum. So above the vinculum, we are taking numerator. Below the vinculum, we are taking denominator. So fraction means what? Numerator divided by denominator. So here, what is the numerator? Numerator means selected parts. Selected parts. Numerator means selected parts. Denominator means total number of equal parts. Total number of equal parts. So we have to remember this one. Numerator means selected parts. Denominator means total number of equal parts. So fraction we are writing numerator divided by denominator. This line is called vinculum. Vinculum means what? The line which is horizontal. So numerator means selected parts and the denominator means total number of equal parts. So here numerator means one more word we can use. Selected parts are shaded parts. Selected parts are shaded parts. Shaded parts also we can say. Why? Because here in this picture I am shading only one part. So the fraction form is 1 divided by 6. Okay, but here some pieces are there without shading. Some pieces are there without shading. Okay, so what is the fraction form for unshaded region? So this is the shaded region, these are the unshaded region. If I ask a question, what is the fraction form of unshaded region? What can you say? How many are there unshaded? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Total 5 parts are there. 5 parts are there without shading. So totally 5 divided by 6. 5 divided by 6. So here 5 is unshaded parts. Shaded or unshaded? Shaded or unshaded. So 5 is unshaded parts, 6 is total number of equal parts. So this is the meaning of fraction. This is the information about fraction definition and its form. Okay. Next, types of fractions we can see. So numerator means selected parts or shaded region. or unshaded region also we can say. Here denominator means total number of equal parts. Total number of equal parts. So to remember, again I wrote here. Next, types of fractions. So first one is proper fractions. First one is proper fraction. Second one improper fractions, and mixed fractions, like fractions, unlike fractions, equal fractions, unit fractions. So up to 7th class we are going to learn 7 types of fractions. Okay, so what is proper fraction? What is proper fraction? Proper fraction means the numerator is less than the denominator. Proper fraction means the numerator is less than the denominator. One example, 2 divided by 5. 2 divided by 5. Here 2 is less than 5. 2 is less than 5. So this type of fractions are called proper fractions. Okay, so many examples are there. If you see 3 by 7, 1 by 8, next 9 by 10. So these are the proper fractions. Why? Because numerator is less than the denominator. Okay, next improper fractions. What are the examples for improper fraction and what is the definition? In this improper fraction, numerator is greater than the denominator. In improper fraction, numerator is greater than the denominator. It means what? 3 by 2. 3 by 2. In this fraction, 3 is the numerator, 2 is the denominator. So 3 is greater than 2. 3 is greater than 2. So 3 by 2 is a improper fraction. Next, many examples we can see. 5 by 2, 11 by 9, so 17 by 2. All these are improper fractions. The third one is mixed fractions. Third one is mixed fractions. So here improper fractions only converting into mixed fractions. Yes. So 3 by 2 is an improper fraction. We can write 3 by 2 as a mixed fraction. How can we write? See, 2 is the divisor, 3 is the dividend. 2 1 ja 2. The remainder is 1. So here I am giving arrow marks. See, first write this 1, second the remainder, third divisor. So this is the quotient, we know very well. Quotient, this is the remainder, this is the divisor. So we can write 1 by 2. It means 3 by 2 we can write as 1 by 2. Here 1 by 2 is called mixed fraction. 1 by 2 is called mixed fraction. Here 1 by 2 I can write as 1 plus 1 by 2. 1 plus 1 by 2. Here 1 is a whole number. 1 is a whole number and 1 by 2 is a proper fraction. 1 is a whole number, 1 by 2 is a proper fraction. Already I told you, proper fraction means numerator is less than the denominator. So 1 by 2 we can write as 1 plus 1 by 2. Here this 1 is a whole number. This one proper fraction. So what can we define? How can we define? See here, mixed fraction means the combination of a whole number and a proper fraction. The definition of mixed fraction is the combination of a whole number and a proper fraction. That is the definition. So whatever you take mixed fractions. For example, if you take one more number, 7 divided by 3. The 7 divided by 3 we can write as 3 2 is 6, remainder is 1 divided by 3, 2 1 by 3. So 7 by 3 we can write as 2 1 by 3. This mixed fraction we can write as 2 plus 1 by 3. 2 plus 1 by 3. Here 2 is a whole number. 2 is whole number. 1 by 3 is a proper fraction. 1 by 3 is a proper fraction. So mixed fraction definition is the combination of a whole number and proper fraction. Okay, next like fractions. Like fractions means what? Simply you can say the fractions which are having same denominators. The fractions which are having same denominators. For example, if you take 2 by 3, it is a fraction. One more fraction we have to take, whatever it may be, 5 by 3, 10 by 3, 11 by 3. So, all these fractions having same denominator. 3 is there. Here in this fraction 5 by 3, 3 is the denominator. 3, 3. So, all fractions having same denominators. So, those fractions having same denominators, such type of fractions are called like fractions. Okay. Next, unlike fractions. Unlike fractions means what? Different denominators. 2 by 3, 4 by 5, 1 by 7. So these are the unlike fractions. Unlike fractions means different denominators should be there. Different denominators. Those fractions having different denominators are called unlike fractions. Next, equal fractions. What are the examples for equal fraction? 3 by 12. 3 by 12. We can simplify or we can reduce into lowest form. Reduce into lowest form or least form. 3 1 is 3. 3 4 is 12. So we can write 1 by 4. See, by converting into lowest form or least form, we are writing 3 by 12 as a 1 by 4. Okay. See how we are doing. Here 1 by 4 is a fraction. See, by multiplying in a numerator and a denominator by the same number, we are converting into like fractions. By multiplying in numerator and a denominator by the same number, we are converting into equal fractions. See, 2 1 is 2, 2 4 is 8. Next, 1 by 4 into, see, multiply with 3. 3 1 is 3, 3 4 is 12. So 3 by 12 is also equal fraction for 1 by 4. So 1 by 4 is equal to 2 by 8 is equal to 3 by 4. So these are the equal fractions. I hope you understand very well. Equal fractions means. See, take some more examples. Take some more examples for equal fractions. Here I am taking one fraction 2 by 3. So how can we write equal fractions? By multiplying with the same number in denominator and in numerator. See, if you take here 2, here also take 2. Because in both the numerator and the denominator we have to multiply by the same number. Otherwise that value will be changed. See, 2 2 is 4, 3 2 is 6. Next, multiply this 2 by 3 with the same number in numerator and denominator. 2 3 ja 6, 2 3 ja 9. Next, multiply with the same number in numerator and denominator. Same number. 2 4 ja 8, 3 4 ja 12. So, all these fractions are equal fractions to 2 by 3. So 2 by 3 is equal to 4 by 6 is equal to 6 by 9 is equal to 8 by 12. And so on, so we can write etc. Means by multiplying with the different numbers, we can get number of equal fractions for 2 by 3. Okay, see, if you may get a doubt, how can we say? See, here 4 by 6 is there. By reducing into least form or lowest form. See, 2 2 ja 4, 2 3 ja 6. So again 2 by 3 is coming. Next here, 3 2 ja 6, 3 3 ja 9. Next, 4 2 ja 8, 4 3 ja 12. Again 2 by 3, 2 by 3, 2 by 3. This is the 2 by 3. Means what can we understand? Here, to convert into equal fractions, we have to multiply in both the numerator and denominator by the same number. We have to multiply in a numerator and denominator with the same number. Then we can write a number of equal fractions for given number. Okay, understand? Okay. Now let us see unit fractions. What is the definition of unit fraction? See, a fraction whose numerator is 1 and the denominator is a positive integer. A fraction whose numerator is 1 and the denominator is a positive integer. See, one example, 1 divided by 5. Here 1 by 5 is a unit fraction. Why? Because numerator is 1. It is there in numerator 1. The denominator will be positive. So here 5 is a positive integer. You maybe know positive integers, negative integers. Positive integers means having plus sign. Okay, negative integers means having negative sign, minus sign. So we can understand by this definition, the denominator should not be negative integer. This denominator should not be negative integer. It means 1 by minus 6 or 1 by minus 7, like this. So these are not unit fractions. Why? Because what our definition is saying, the denominator should be positive integer. Here minus 6 is a negative integer, minus 7 is also negative integer. So we should not take negative integers. So we can write more examples. 1 by 13 is also unit fraction, 1 by 11 is also unit fraction, 1 by 10 is also unit fraction, 1 by 8 is also unit fraction. So these are the unit fractions. Here 4 by 16 we can write as 1 by 4 also. Here 4 by 16 is a equal fraction of 1 by 4. It means by reducing into lowest form or least form. See, 4 1 ja 4, 4 4 ja 16. We are converting 4 by 16 as a 1 by 4. So here 4 by 16 is also unit fraction. 4 by 16 is also a unit fraction. 5 by 25 is also unit fractions. 5 by 10 is also unit fraction. When we convert into lowest form, we are getting the numerator is 1. See here, 5 1 ja 5, 5 5 is 25. So 1 by 5 is the unit fraction. 5 1 ja 5, 5 2 are 10. That is equal to 1 by 2. This numerator is 1. So a fraction whose numerator is 1 and the denominator is a positive integer, then that fractions are called unit fractions.